Standing at the Hands Creek crossing, the MVP. Had a lot of rain the last couple of days. There's the creek. There's the crossing. I'm still in the corridor. They didn't identify this, but there's a spring right down here. Like I said, I'm still in the construction corridor. There's a spring right down here that's got water coming out of it. You see water, standing water there. So I'm right at the center line now, and you got water bubbling out of the ground right there. You got bubble water bubbling out of the ground a little bit over here. This is the main, there's a spot right here. So center line right through Springs. Now let's walk back this way. "35 feet away from the center line, heading upstream. Another stream bubbling up out of the ground. We're about 100 feet now. Less than 100 feet away from that corridor crossing. And here's water coming out of a bunch of springs up through here. They actually identified these. I'm approximately 400 feet away. This is a karst area here in this mountain. Water comes from everywhere. Most likely some of this water is coming out from under the pipeline corridor. Here's the major spring here, if there really is any such thing. The water just pouring out of this spring here. We call it the Everett Simmons Springs. See water pouring out of the hill there. They actually marked this one. Well, they didn't mark because all these springs on up here farther that I photoed a minute earlier. Water poured out of here, out of this spot here. Water poured up out of this spot here. We go a little bit farther. Got water pouring up out of this spot here. I walk down here, here's the creek again. And this is not really high water, it's just a 2-inch rain with saturated ground. As you've seen earlier, the access path goes right through wetlands. That whole field is nothing but standing water this morning. As you can see, in past floods, the water's been much higher. We had one about a month ago, and I wouldn't have been able to walk here where I'm at. So we got another little spring seeping out of the ground right there. And then still heading upstream. This next one's going to be a little bit harder to get to because I got to go up. Almost fell. Slippery rocks. I'm walking rapidly, so I'm breathing a little bit hard. Hope this don't make you sick, me carrying this camera and walking. So I showed you that spring a few minutes ago in another video. Water streaming out. This is the recharge area for it. It's exactly the same as what they're trying to go through going up the mountain. There's the creek. So we're looking right straight. Let me get out here so I can get a better shot of it. Just up the ways, a little ways, about halfway between here and the turn of the creek is the where they want to cross the creek for the access road. Amazing little camera hasn't quit on me. It likes to lose focus a lot of times, but it's done a good job this morning. I think it knows itself how important exposing all this is. Well, I bought these boots the other day. Ankle deep in water and smush here. Okay, so they want to cross the creek here with their trucks. As I said, wetlands area here. They marked it. And walk up through this field here a ways. Very soft and spongy here. Hear the water. There's the access road. I'm just off of the center line of the access road by just a few feet, and this whole field is soppy wet. Pools of water. You see crawdad holes all over it. And they didn't mark this as the wetlands. Crawdad holes there. Crawdad hole there. One there. One there. One there. Here's their stake. Crawdad hole, crawdad hole. Crawdad hole, crawdad hole. Major wetland area, and they didn't mark it. They were down here, it's frozen solid. Walk up through here, across another standing water area. I'm right in the center line of the access road. Another place of standing water. Crawdad Hole. Right here we go again. More standing water. Crawdad Hole. Here's another stake. 2 feet away. Crawdad Hole. Crawdad Hole. Crawdad Hole. They're everywhere. We'll keep on going. A little bit of a high area here. The ground is still somewhat soppy. And so we're on the highest area here. Standing water. Standing water. Right beside this stake. Standing water. Now we'll move over this way. Now I'm starting to see crawdad holes again. We're back in standing water. Saw another crawdad hole. Here we are back at the stake. Standing water. We gotta go around this hole of water. There's the stake. Big crawdad hole that they shouldn't have been able to miss. It's right here. Now we're starting to approach the road. We're off the edge of the driveway, and there's the Cooks Run Road. Nice little branch stream running out of the hill here. And if I cross here, across the road here, you'll see the water coming down the ditch line both directions. And that, my friend, is the disaster that we call MVP heading into the Narragansett Hands Creek.